It goes without saying that the Vegas Golden Knights are the biggest winners coming of the 2023 NHL postseason. But which team was the biggest loser? Was it the Boston Bruins for squandering in the first round what many saw as the greatest regular season team ever? Was it the Toronto Maple Leafs for completely blowing up their front office after their first second round appearance in I can't even remember how long? What about the Oilers for another cupless year with McDavid and Draisaitl? Unfortunately, no. If you look at the bracket, there's one biggest loser, and I'm very sad to report that it's my team, the New York Rangers. Every year, there's one team which is the worst of the worst, who just marked the beginning of losses throughout the entire playoffs. Let me explain. The Rangers lost to the Devils. The Devils lost to Carolina. Carolina lost to the Panthers, and the Panthers lost to the Vegas Golden Knights. Basically, they were the weakest team in the weakest matchup in the weakest division in the weakest conference. Moving past that semantic satiation, just overall not a great playoffs for the Rangers. 2 great games against New Jersey, then expectations were high for the team after they loaded up with Kane, Tarasenko, and others, and just not a lot happened. The Stars really didn't show up besides for Igor, who of course put in a near playoff best performance for goaltenders. And Game 7 was some of the worst hockey I've watched in my entire life. The Rangers would then see major changes, not in the front office like the Leafs, but rather on the coaching side. Gallant is gone, a lot of the staff is gone, and moving in is Peter Laviolette. I've had a lot of people ask, Eck, what do you think of that as a Rangers fan? And I don't know. I guess Peter Laviolette is fine. I think he's the winningest American coach ever, but he's also the most boring coach possible. He's coached everywhere in the Metro. I did forget that he coached the Hurricanes to a cup in 2006, but I'll always think of him as a Flyers coach, especially because of the Flyers-Rangers rivalry that was pretty prominent in the early 2010s. So it's kind of weird to have him behind the bench now for the Rangers. Same kind of feeling I had when Vigneault started, just magnified a bit. I'm kind of ambivalent about Gerard Gallant's firing. I think there was a bit of an overreaction to the Devils series in that it was a Game 7 loss against a higher seeded team. I don't know. Anyway, I think calling the Rangers biggest losers is fair, but after the first round, I couldn't help but think how much saltier I would have been as a Bruins fan. I think if Dallas had knocked out Vegas, the Oilers would have been right up there, and same with the Avs who lost to Seattle in round 1, but I mean, having won the cup the year prior and dealing with injuries, I think it's hard to be too upset. I don't think Carolina can feel too good about their conference final efforts either after the shit kicking that Florida took in the Stanley Cup finals, but that's all I've got. Let me know your thoughts on all of that down below.